seat over a ship carrying medical volunteers and supplies to Gaza. The Dignity landed a short time ago in Lebanon. An Israeli patrol boat collided with the vessel off the coast. The relief boat's crew says it was intentional, but Israel denies the claim. They say the boat was trying to outmaneuver the Israeli blockade. CNN's Carl Penhall was aboard that relief boat when it was actually hit. He's joining us now from Lebanon with the very latest. So, Carl, tell us what you know at this point.
It was the black of night, and out there in the Mediterranean, the seas were very heavy, very rough. Of the 16 passengers and crew on board, at least half of us were sick and had been sick for several hours at that stage. And then about 5 o'clock local time, at least 2 Israeli patrol boats came into the vicinity very fast of where the Dignity was sailing. The Dignity at that point was in international waters, very firmly in international waters, on a course set for Gaza. Those patrol boats were shadowing the movements of the Dignity for about half an hour, moving in front, behind, and to both sides of the vessel. And then, after about half an hour, one of those Israeli boats fixed a searchlight on the Dignity. The Dignity itself was traveling with full lights. And then, from the front left side, one of the patrol boats came in very fast and rammed the Dignity. That caused the windows around the wheelhouse to shatter. It caused part of the roof to peel back, and it also punctured the hull. At that point, the captain says he had his first communication with the Israeli patrol boats. They said that they'd carried out the action because they believed the Dignity was involved in terrorist actions. The captain said there was no prior warning of this attack. The Israeli patrol boat then said that if the Dignity continued its course, then the patrol boats would open fire. At that point also, one of the crew members came back into the passenger area. We were all issued with life vests, and the crew member began to start the procedure to float the life rafts off the top of the boat. She says she was just seconds away from doing so when the captain came back through and said he believed he had solved, partially at least, the problem of the boat taking on water. He had put into action some bilge pumps, and that kept the hull from filling up with water. If he hadn't managed to do that, of course, we would have had to have taken to those life rafts, and the boat almost certainly would have gone down, according to the captain. Now, subsequently, we know that the Israeli Defense Forces have come out and said this incident was an...
Unfortunately, it's...
on board.
There you are, Carl.
My personal perception was not that it was an accident, that it was a very definite action on purpose. That is also the view of the captain and the passengers, that this was a ramming, not an accident.
All right, CNN's Carl Penhall there for us, right on the docks of where the Dignity came in. So we sure do appreciate that, Carl. We'll stay in touch with you and try to get more information as we hear certainly both sides to that story.